once again, my friends, my fellow Star Trek fans, and my fellow lovers of everything interesting. I've got another video from Star Trek, and this is going to be about this lovely lady right here. This is the Tomy 1350 Enterprise, but what we're going to be talking about today is I'm going to show you the Diamond Select Starship U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701. And this is from the 40th anniversary of Star Trek. So let's go take a look at the Diamond Select version of this beautiful lady here, the Enterprise, from Star Trek, the original series. Alright, so this is from 2007. And you can see the Enterprise. Let me put the light out. Let me see if you fix the glare issue. So this is the 40th anniversary. So this will be 2007. This is the U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701. Authentic Star Trek sound effects. Light up engines, bridge, and sensor array. 16-inch electronic starship. Again, this is the 40th anniversary, and you can see the sticker, the Enterprise from where no man has gone before. So this is one of those earlier, the second filming model. And the nacelles, the Bassard collectors don't light up. They had those like antennas on the front. So when we look at the top of the box, you can see it's the 40th anniversary, and it shows a graphic of the Enterprise, and it's pretty much the same thing on the bottom, but the exception on the bottom is it shows the date. Let's see, 2007. And the barcode, this is 99788-17516. Diamond Select. And when you look at the side, you can see, I like how they did the Star Trek the Motion Picture with the rainbow colors, and you can see the beautiful illustration of the Enterprise. And the other side of the box, let me put the light back on. You get that beautiful, beautiful iconic shot of the Enterprise. The 1701, you can see some of the pictures of her in action. You can see her firing the phasers, and you have a couple of other photos of her. Love it. So when you look at the back of the box, like with most of the Diamond Select, that's where the information is going to be. And you got a nice diagram of the Enterprise, and it shows you some of the features. So we got the warp drive, the red alert, photon attack, the phaser attack, the transporter, authentic Star Trek effects, light up bridge, and sensor array. And you can see some of the pictures from Star Trek, the original series. Love it. And then right next to this illustration, we have the information. In 1966, Gene Roddenberry approached NBC with a show he described as a wagon train to the stars. What he accomplished was beyond even his dreams. The phenomenon spanning 40 years, 5 long-running series, and 10 feature films. The fictional voyages of the U.S.S. Enterprise may have spanned the galaxy, but Roddenberry's ideas moved the entire world. 40 years after its debut, the Starship Enterprise has become synonymous with Star Trek. Launched in 2246, the Constitution-class U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701 is perhaps the most famous ship in Federation history. Under the command of Captain Robert April, Captain Christopher Pike, and most notably Captain James T. Kirk, the Enterprise was responsible for making first contact with a variety of intelligent species, making scientific discoveries, and even defending the entire galaxy against hostile forces. Whether traveling through time or engaging Klingon battle cruisers, the crew of the U.S.S. Enterprise exceeded expectations, and 40 years later continues to boldly go where no man has gone before. And if that sounds familiar, this is the type of the same wording that they have on the other 40th anniversary issues. When it comes to the 40th anniversary issues from Diamond Select, I think I've got pretty much all of them. I have the original one, and I'm going to do that in a video, just a production model. There's this one. There's also a version of the cage, and finally the gold edition. So I think there were 4. And I have them all. I'll be doing videos to kind of update my channel, giving these videos to you in high definition. So let's go ahead without further ado. Let's open her up, get her out of the box. So this one is different, whereas it doesn't have the plastic tray by itself per se. It's got the cardboard insert. So let's put this aside. See if I'll be able to keep it here. All right. Look at that. So first thing we got the paperwork. Looks like it's starting to come out, because I had done a previous video on this piece, but the video quality wasn't all that great. So what I want to do is I want to take her out. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. And there's a couple of other pieces that I want to show you. So let me put her down. And that's right, I didn't take that out. So it's sealed, and we have the fin, the shark fin base, and we have the Delta logo. And you can see the box is got the space background, and it's also includes the bottom of the ship. So if you want to put that on where you're not going to use a display, you would be able to use that cover. But I'm not going to, because this is still sealed, I'm not going to open it up and take out the base or the stand, because I've done other videos with the same thing. So I'm going to put this aside for now. And let's take a look at the beautiful U.S.S. Enterprise, NCC-1701. This is where From No Man Has Gone Before. And you remember, this was the episode where it was Captain Kirk that was in charge, and they had the second edition of the filming model from the studio. You can see the oversized deflector dish. Love it. And most notably, check out the Bassard collectors. They have those antennas that are on the ends, and these do not light up. Show you the port side. We got the nacelle. Let me adjust the lighting. That's a little bit better. You can see the beautiful markings, NCC-1701. Show you the bottom, the nacelle pylons. It's got the windows, but these do not light up. And you can see the markings underneath. Coming down to the secondary hull, you can see all the windows. And I don't believe anything lights up on this model except the primary hull. But it's been a while, so we'll see. You can see coming around aft to the shuttle bay. You can see the little observation lounge on top. And you can see the backs where they have the little dots on the ends of the nacelles. If you remember the first one, it was like a triangle right in the center. Not a triangle, a rectangle that was in the middle. So this is the second filming model, and when they did the production series, that's when we see the little half circles that are on the back. So coming around to the starboard side nacelle, again you can see those beautiful markings. And on the bottom, taking a look, you can see the marking from Starfleet Command. And you can see the little numbers that are on her hull. Again, looking at the starboard side Bassard collector with the little antenna. And coming around to the primary hull. Beautiful. They did a great job. I love the Diamond Select Starship collections. You can see the little markings. Incidentally, this is kind of like the same thing from Mirror Mirror, and I'll be showing you that one again. I'll be doing that in high definition. So looking at the underside, you can see the markings for the landing gear and the registry markings. You can see the sensor dome and all the windows around the area. And looking at the deflector dish, again, this was oversized. It would come down in size for the production version. And looking at the underside of the ship, you can see the cover for the battery. And it's got that little circle with the little flat side that guides in. Kind of like the Romulan ship that I showed you guys. And we have the screw, the Phillips screw, holds it in position, and you can see the markings on the underside of the ship. So let me show you guys real quick the paperwork that comes with this, and then we'll put the batteries in and we'll take it for a test spin. Alright, so first of all, we have the Diamond Select catalog, and you can see Captain Sisko, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and Captain Kirk. For more information or to order, go to diamondselecttoys.com, and sadly they lost the license. They do not have Star Trek items anymore. So when you open it up, you can see some of the figures. We got Lieutenant Commander Data, Geordi LaForge, Reginald Barclay, and we have Lore, Data's brother. We got more of the figures. Let's see, it looks like we have Deanna Troi, Captain Picard, a couple of Captain Picards. We have Commander Riker, Mr. Worf, and that could be Thomas Riker. I'm not quite sure. And then we've got the Starship Diamond Select Enterprise E. Sadly, I don't have any of these. I did get one to show you guys, but sadly it was a fail because it didn't work and I had to return it. We got more figures on the back. Let's see. We got Mr. Sulu from Mirror Mirror, Lieutenant Uhura, Dr. McCoy, Commander Chekhov, and I think those are all from Mirror Mirror. And then we have the captains sitting in their chairs. We've got Captain Pike, Captain Kirk, a couple of Captain Kirks, the earlier ones when he's got that thing coming out the side of the captain's chair. And we've got the phaser that I've shown you guys. And let's see, these are pocket books. Proudly celebrates the 40th anniversary of Star Trek with an unparalleled summer and fall publishing program. Rediscover the magic of Star Trek with new stories and timeless classics. Experience your favorite universe in entirely new ways. So this is mostly, the only ship that it shows is the E. I'm not really into the figures. I've never been big on collecting the figures, but I do love their starships. So that's the catalog. So we'll put this aside and we'll take a look at the instructions. And like all the instructions, they're printed on one side. And this is for the 40th anniversary. You can see some of the pictures. Okay, so part 1, the battery placement. Batteries must be replaced by an adult. Replace batteries when sounds become weak or distorted and the lights dim. Use a screwdriver to open the battery compartment and insert 3 new batteries. And it shows you how to take the cover off. And this is the classic Enterprise, the Pilot 2 version, when no man has gone before. You can see the Try Me button and the play and the battery placement. Batteries should be replaced by an adult. Do not use rechargeable batteries. And that kind of basic information when it comes to the batteries and the safety. So now we go to operate it. So there's a switch for the Try Me, off, and play, just like the Romulan ship that I just showed you. Turn the knob to the left before play. To activate the classic Enterprise actions, sounds, and lights, press the bridge dome. To activate the steady lights, hold down the bridge dome for 5 seconds. Lights will turn off when the bridge dome is pressed again. And the sounds include the warp, battle stations, warp 1, weapons to full power, transporter red alert, photon torpedoes, and phaser attack. Now to put it on the base, use a screwdriver to replace the battery compartment shown and adjust the angle to desired positions. If the sound and lights do not work properly, please use a pin to reset the system. So those are the instructions, pretty basic. So we're going to put batteries in and we're going to have a little bit of fun now. So let's put the instruction sheet to the side. And I've got my little screwdriver. All right, let's put in some batteries. Let's see, how many are going to go in here? So these are 3, and I think they're the AAA. And let's see if you guys can see. There's off, Try Me mode, and play. So all the way to the right is play. So let's put the cover back on. There we are. So you can see the bridge. It's a little bit higher than the production series, and we have that black section on the front. So when you push the bridge,
all weapons to full power.
all right, I want to put the light off for a minute, so maybe you can see the bottom a little bit better.
Idle attack, all hands battle stations. Ahead, warp factor 1. All weapons to full power.
All right, so let's put the lights out so you can see the navigation beacons a little bit clearer. So let me show you guys.
Idle attack, all hands battle stations.
So let me try to put the light up just a little bit so you can actually see her better. We don't need the pitch black because there's not a lot that lights up on her. So let's see, you can see the outline.
All weapons to full power. Predator attack. All hands battle stations. Bang 1. All weapons to full power.
And when you hold the bridge down for approximately 5 seconds, we'll keep all the lights on. Look at that. Back on because be able to see her a little bit better. Look at the detail. Look at the beautiful registry markings on the top of the saucer section. We got those black lines that are around where the navigation beacons are, as well as the little rectangles, the little yellow rectangles, and then we have the lightings plates at the corners. Beautiful. And again, the facade collectors don't light up because the filming model didn't have it, and the deflector dish a little bit larger, as you can see. So this is the Enterprise from where no man has gone before. You remember they go through the barrier, and that was a beautiful shot. That's one of the nicer shots, and I'll put that picture up from the series, or the episode, excuse me. Oh, and I want to show you look at the backs of the impulse deck. So with this episode, Captain Kirk, his friend Gary Mitchell, they show at the beginning of the episode where they're just had a workout, and they go into the elevator and the turbo lift. And before they go through the barrier, you can see that he's friends with Gary Mitchell. After they go through the barrier, Gary Mitchell just starts to have these like really weird glowing eyes. And it's funny because he said when he was shaving, they just kind of stare back at him. Well, he ends up getting powers and makes everybody a little bit uncomfortable around him. And it's a really great episode, and Gary Mitchell sadly ends up getting killed. And what's funny in this episode, if you actually look at the headstone that Gary Mitchell makes, he makes Captain Kirk's grave, and it's James R. Kirk. So I think it's amusing because I don't know if it would have meant to be James Roy Kirk, but of course we've come to know Captain Kirk as James Tiberius Kirk, James T. Kirk. But that was just interesting that the grave was spelled that way. But my friends, that was a really great episode, and I had wanted to redo this because I think the high definition is really cool, especially with her, because come on, she's the Enterprise. She's got to be showcased. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to be redoing all of the 40th anniversary. I think the next one I'll do will be the cage. So we'll redo the cage, and I'll show you the cage U.S.S. Enterprise, NCC-1701. So until that video, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.